Now sometimes when you're trying to resurrect an aquarium that's been through hell and back, sometimes you just need to go out and buy some new coral, fix the environment up, and then go and buy some new ones. Sometimes people will neglect their aquarium for long periods of time, and then they go through a phase where they start looking after it again, and then they wonder why the corals don't respond as they want. But unfortunately, the corals have history, and if you have a long period of time where you're not looking after the corals, your phosphate levels are high, your calcium levels are low, you can't just expect to fix the tank up and then Bob's your uncle, the corals respond. The fact is, sometimes they do. Sometimes the corals come back and the corals start going good again, and sometimes they don't. So what I advise you to do is get all your parameters right, chuck a bloody dosing system on the tank so you don't need to keep going through the phases of looking after your tank and then being too busy to look after it. And then go and buy yourself a whole lot of new corals that will re-inspire you, and those corals are not going to have the history that you've put the old corals through. So therefore you'll have a new fresh set of animals to judge your newfound injected passion into the hobby. So resurrecting old tanks with neglected corals is something I highly encourage, but don't get your hopes too high. Go and buy yourself some new corals, get your passion back, chuck a dosing system on the tank, and look after your animals the way they deserve to be looked after. And if you don't have time to look after your tank and everything's going to crap, then get someone in that will, because maintaining an aquarium really isn't that expensive when you look at the investment that you've actually put into it, the tens of thousands of dollars you may have spent to acquire the setup, and then for you not to look after it and watch it all go to crap is a real shame. So for the price of getting someone in, a couple of $100 every month or whatever it's going to cost, I really think it's worth it. If you're too busy to give your animals the attention they deserve, then arrange someone else to give your animals the attention that they deserve.